Uncovering the secrets and exposing the lies. That's what readers of freedomsphoenix.com get every day. Readers of freedomsphoenix.com are constantly provided the information that detail the real news between the lines of propaganda about government policies and the true relationship we all have with coercive governments. Learn the true condition of our economy, innovations and technological breakthroughs in energy, health, computer science, and space travel. Learn the truth well before it's admitted to in the lamestream media, the media that is so last century. Corporate media has evolved into nothing more than distributors of government propaganda, but we now have a fantastic alternative. FreedomsPhoenix.com provides constant news updates on the issues that affect our lives in the most important ways. Our liberty and our property are under constant attack, and FreedomsPhoenix.com provides the understanding behind the propaganda while encouraging the participation of our readers. Join us at FreedomsPhoenix.com. That's freedoms with an S, Phoenix.com. FreedomsPhoenix.com, where the revolution between the ears has already matured.
Roads? It's the Ernest Hancock Show. Where we're going, there aren't any roads.
Yeah, I got one goal here on Declare Your Independence. Of me, Ernest Hancock. You know, what is that goal? I just want to be left alone, and the best way I know how is just know the truth. Tell me the truth, come on. You know, the one thing that, I tell you, in the next hour, we'll play an interview I did with a progressive radio station out of Dallas, Fort Worth. They called me this morning when I go, is it live? Okay, I'll do it live. You know, because I know better, man. I'm just saying, and you'll see how it went. It was, probably supposed to be just a few minutes, and it wound up dragging out for at least 5, 6, 7 minutes, and we'll play it into the next hour. And these are, gun control guys. I mean, it was big. They wanted to talk to Ernie, well, you'll hear it. So stay tuned in the second hour. But we're talking about, now, when was the date that you were in Washington for this event?
January 5th was the day they were actually sworn in.
Okay, which was what?
Wednesday.
Last Wednesday. So this was before all the shooting and all that kind of stuff, so that didn't apply. But, the one thing that I did want to get is, do they feel that there is a change that will manifest itself in reality in the cooperation with the other legislators, other congressmen? Are they looking to actually vote for this stuff, or they just want to have their name on the co-sponsorship? Is there really a trend towards this, or is it just all smoke and mirrors again?
Well, there's a lot of things that can happen, especially in the Senate. With one senator, there's so much that he can accomplish by putting the brakes on things that should not be passed and things like that. I can tell you that seeing Dr. Paul work around Washington, D.C., the other legislatures, the other Congress people, they really look up to him. They see him as the new leadership.
As a threat. Don't sick your people on me, man.
Well, unfortunately, people who are in the political game, they respect power. They respect people that can get things done, and the things that Dr. Paul is getting accomplished, and Dr. Paul has really lit them up and earned their respect, and they really like talking to him. They follow him around, ask him questions all the time. It's something new that we haven't seen before.
Well, what are the focus points on this Congress? I mean, is it just the Fed? I mean, we have this police state and debt, and I'll tell you one thing that I'm interested in. There is going to be an enormous clamoring from every level of politics. All these congressmen, they don't get elected unless they're a local special interest or the local branch of the national special interest say they do. And the one thing that they're going to be screaming for is bail our butts out with all our municipal pension funds and all, and that's going to come out in a Pew report that's coming out in February. When that hits, it's going to get bad, and it's going to be, Meredith Whitney, she know what she'd be talking about, or not. I suspect she will. But the thing is that then it's going to be where the federal stimuluses, I don't know which one, they got plenty of them, I'm sure. They are going to be running out by the end of spring, like June or something. So there is going to be an enormous downturn in everything. I mean, municipalities are going to be firing policemen like you wouldn't believe. So I'm wondering, did that come up? Are they going to be bailing them out again?
No, the Dr. Paul and his son are their main focus for this legislative cycle is to limit the size and scope of government. That's the main plan. We're going to downsize government. We're going to do as much as we can to get government out of our lives. That's always been our goal. And
Pinky swear.
Pinky swear. That's always been our goal. It's just whether or not we could get other legislatures on board. And while I'm optimistic in what they say, I haven't seen a lot of actions out of them yet. So we're still optimistically waiting.
Wow, I've never heard any of this before.
I bet you, well.
Yeah. This is like version number 38.
Yeah.
You know, so what was the mood of the people that went there? Was it like a party, or were they there being special interest? And could you tell who the special interests were? They had their nice shiny ties on.
Well, there were no special interests in the Ron Paul and Rand Paul swearing in parties. Where I saw that was when I was visiting with some of our other newly elected congressmen. I sat inside some of their offices to talk with them and meet with them and see how they were decorating their offices. And it was just a constant flow of one lobbyist after another walking in that door saying, I'm a lobbyist for this person, here's my card. It was nonstop, constant, absolutely crazy.
Okay, now let's talk about that. You were associated in whatever loose way with David Schweikert. Mm-hmm. Now, he's recently elected, and he's from Fountain Hills, isn't he?
He is.
Okay, so you know David Schweikert, and he goes in. You're like, okay, I know me a congressman, man. We're going to play Congress. So you go up there, and you're Mr. Campaign for Liberty and got thing going on with the Pauls and so on. It's like, David, hello. So I would imagine that was one of the offices you were in, right?
I was invited to the swearing-in party of David Schweikert as well. I had worked on his campaign for the last 2 election cycles. Off and on, I volunteered where I could.
So Paul's party, no lobbyists. Schweikert's office, lots of lobbyists.
Lots of lobbyists.
Okay.
Well, Dr. Paul doesn't like lobbyists. He doesn't let them into his office.
Does David love them? Is he going to love them long time? Long time.
Well, I don't know. I haven't seen any legislation. I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. But
what does he say?
He didn't. He never met with any of them. It was all of his staffers that were there.
Well, what's his goal? What's his stated goal? I'm going there. I'm gonna what?
He's got the words down that he's going to go there and he's going to fight for limited government and he's going to fight for lower taxes. While I was there, I'd met with some other people from newspaper agencies and things like that, and they told me that the Republicans were already going to cave on the debt ceiling issue. So I didn't have a whole lot of faith in what they were saying.
Oh my goodness! Well, that is everything.
It is. It is.
All that other stuff doesn't matter. I'm already.
It's like a slap in the face.
We
put them in there. We have this this Republican takeover. We work hard on that to take out and kick out all the Democrats. The Republicans get in there and they're going to cave on the debt ceiling within 24 hours. It's absolutely hilarious.
Well, one of the things that they were going on about is which is a drop in the freaking bucket. We're going to cut $100 billion. Well, they've already reneged on that and they ain't even got to voting yet.
Yeah.
Well, where's David on this?
Well, I'm hoping. I haven't talked to him in the last 2 days.
Schweikert.
I'm hoping that he's still standing on the line and he's not breaking rank and he's saying that we're not going to raise this debt ceiling no matter what you do.
Yeah. Don't we have a majority now of Republicans everywhere?
And we do.
And they're going to increase the debt ceiling.
I'm afraid of that.
What about funding of the war? Wars.
I was going to say, which one?
Yeah, I know. Whatever, more war.
That I haven't talked with any of the Paul staffers or campaigners about. I know that our focus is to put an end to the wars through Campaign for Liberty. We don't want these wars. We want all of our troops brought home from all the bases around the country.
Well, what's Schweikert's deal? See, we got support troops. Come on, say it.
I haven't really talked to David about the war.
You know what? We're going to find out pretty damn quick.
David is, you certainly will. And that's the thing about this. We learn quickly about these guys. David is a numbers guy. He's sitting on the budget committee. He's what we call a numbers geek. He likes to look at budgets. He thinks he can find ways to do that. But without ending these wars, I don't see how we could continue to pay for all the stuff that we do.
Wow, and you can see why I don't waste time with this stuff. These guys, I've been through so many cycles and been in the situation that you are. I mean, I was invited to go, and I'm going, I have no interest. I just kind of, power to the Pauls, man, go for it and give me what for. But you know what? You want to see the party? You want to see after you got some stuff done. You get some stuff accomplished, man. I'll be dancing upon the graves of the statists, government, in Washington D.C. going yeehaw. But until then, I'm getting ready. I'm getting ready for the collapse. Are they even going to be able to stop it? Do they even think they can? Yeah, we'll talk about that more when we come back here on Declare Your Independence with Shawn in just a little bit. This is Ernest Hancock. I'm publisher of freedomsphoenix.com and the radio talk show host of Declare Your Independence. Now, I want to give you my personal endorsement of a wealthy U.S. citizen that is predicting that in 2011, we will witness the most important day in America in more than 50 years. He's produced a video for you. It's a real eye-opener, and I want to make sure that you have an opportunity to watch it. www.endofamerica, the numbers 1 and 7.com. Endofamerica17.com. This video has the history of how we got where we are now and where we're going and why. Now, it's a lengthy video. It'll be about 20 minutes, but you need to watch this so you understand what's going to happen to this country and how you can protect your wealth and even benefit financially. Now, you go there. It's free. I want you to watch this video. You need to have this information so that you can survive the economic collapse that's coming to America. It's not if, it's when. That's End of America, the numbers 1 and 7.com. After you watch it, you'll understand why I endorse it.